I have too much time on my hands, lying out of sight, forgotten to end. Feeling trapped in my walls is taking its toll. Hate what I am, give me a new soul. I'm having dark days, can't clear my mind, I've got a fog brain. You're driving me insane, I'm alone and in pain. I'm having dark days, who do I pay to release these chains? Asking God to change my fate. Too much time alone, I contemplate.
I'm here at a place that is almost the same location, but it's a little different. It's a different business, the same premises, but different building. I'm here at the Nile Coffee Shop. I've done an episode at the Nile Theater, which is pretty much right there, before with Commiserate and other bands. And I'm here at the Nile Coffee Shop with a good friend of mine, James Linder-Barnett. What's up, dude?
Good to be here.
Is that how you pronounce your
man.
last name? Barnett or Barnett?
It's Barnett.
Yeah,
a lot
I
of
thought you
people will skip over the end. They'll say I'm Barrett and stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's right there on the paper, but maybe I got sloppy hand. I do have sloppy handwriting most of the time.
Oh, we all do, right? You can look at an open mic list and you can tell.
It's like a bunch of third graders writing their names out. It's pretty. It's pretty amazing that we all have the same handwriting.
James is the host of the show that I'm doing stand-up on tonight at the Nile Coffee Shop. It's called Seeing Spots, and it's a relatively new show, but it's like this is like the third one or fourth one or something like that.
Yeah, so far we're making it a monthly thing. I'm having another one May 25th, so be on the lookout for that lineup coming up soon.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we've been putting together some fun lineups. It's been a fun time running the show over here.
Yeah. There's been like there's been comedy at the Nile Coffee Shop, for a few years. Derek was the guy before, right?
Yeah, I believe he used to run an open mic over here, and a couple other people ran some other shows over here. They didn't have anything going on right now, so I figured I'd swoop in and
Did you
just handle that.
Were you doing comedy when Derek was doing this?
Actually,
you just
no.
started,
The
right?
first
Or
time I
something
ever
like
did
that?
comedy was the first show I ran here.
Dude, that's
Yeah.
oh really?
The first time I did comedy here.
Yeah.
Time.
I was like, wait a second. Oh, no.
Yeah, no. First time I did comedy was back when Improv Mania was Improv Mania. That was the first spot I did it.
Yeah, because he's no noob. He's been doing it for a few years now. What, 4 or 5 years, something like that?
Yeah, about 5 years
Yeah.
now. Yeah, coming up on my 5-year anniversary.
And he's been hitting it hard in the scene around town, and so this is going to be a good show. There's a lot of things going on in downtown Mesa right now, where the Nile's located.
Yeah, it's like a little festival. People playing music inside, outside, all over around us.
And
man.
it's all free stuff. I heard that all the shows here are all free this whole weekend. At the
Yeah, I
Nile.
think so, man. They're doing like a little festival of freeness. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, and I think a lot of things that are happening in Mesa are really cool. Like there's also Grift and Thrift. I'm sure you've heard of that, right? That
Yeah,
whole
definitely.
new thing that's popping up. They're kind of taking over, it seems. Mesa's pop is becoming very popular.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff happening down here. There's a lot of cool breweries and places to fucking just eat. Like,
Yeah.
Little hot chicken spots. And it's a fun spot.
Absolutely.
I love downtown Mesa.
So what are the future goals you have with this show, you think? What are your plans just to keep doing it?
I think it's just a great opportunity to give comedians some time, because it's hard to find 10-15 minute spots, and I want to be able to give comedians a place to do that.
Absolutely. That's fucking awesome. Well, we're getting ready here. We're gonna have a great night here at the Nile Coffee Shop. We're gonna get people in and out of this podcast, popping in all night. People who are on the show, people who come to the show and want to get on the podcast and have something to talk about. And I'm gonna maybe go get some footage over there at the Nile basement, because Ring Finger No Pinky is actually playing right now, I think.
Fuck
so
yeah.
maybe I'll just get some footage of that, and so stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Have a good time, guys.
Yes.
I feel like I'm back here just watching it happen.
All right, we're back here at the Nile Coffee Shop, and I'm going to leave that in. I'm going to leave what he just said in there before I said my intro, just because it's random and funny, right?
Yeah.
I love this. Jeremy's helping me start this really awkward and dry. Like
It's so fucking loud in here. I can barely tell what you're saying. You gotta face me a little bit.
okay.
We gotta sit closer.
So yeah,
It's like 15 people talking in here.
yeah. So basically, yeah. This is second timer Jeremy Cox. What's your middle name? Norman.
Norman.
Jeremy Norman Cox. JNC.
They don't need to know that.
Oh. If you want to know any other ways you can dox him, let me know. Hit me up on the IG. And so we're here at the Nile Coffee Shop for the show that James is putting on. We just had James talking to us on the pod. And Jeremy, you're on the show tonight as well.
Hell yeah.
What's up? What's up, man? I haven't seen you in a while.
I know, man. I had a baby.
I know. Congratulations, dude.
Thanks, man.
How old is your baby now?
She turns 1 next Thursday
Wow.
on 420.
Your baby was born on 420.
Yeah, she sure was.
That is.
It was
that's
pretty
amazing.
spectacular. Yeah, it was pretty amazing.
So you celebrate all different types of ways on that day.
oh yeah, it definitely is ruining my 420 for the next 18 years or so. But she'll have some fun parties.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But I took a hiatus from comedy for a while and just been focusing on being a dad. And
I was
been
bummed. I'm not going to lie. I
slowly
was like,
getting back into
is he ever going to come back? But look, you're back. And I
No
have seen
doubt.
you on other shows too. So like you're thinking about just kind of hitting it hard again, right?
yeah, man.
So I
I
want you to.
mean.
I want you to hit it
The
hard.
first year having a kid's tough because, sleeping schedules are a nightmare.
Yeah.
Like, my sleeping schedule's a nightmare.
Yeah.
She hardly sleeps. So it's like, yeah, the whole last year has just been a whirlwind, man. So now she's sleeping through the night.
Yeah.
And
There's like a
we're-
stage where it's a nightmare or whatever, and
Yeah.
then it goes away. And
yeah, we're
It's
back
all-
to a point where I can leave at night and it's not like an ordeal. So,
who am I over here acting like I know what it's like to have a kid? Yeah, there's the stage that you go through.
dude, it's a lot, bro.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So you've been writing a lot. I could see. Is that your notes or is that James's?
Those are James's
Oh.
notes. Shit, son. I have been writing a good amount.
No, I know that you do write. So
Um,
yeah. Got some new stuff to show us tonight.
I do. I have a couple new jokes for sure.
Yeah.
But it's also, this isn't an open mic, so I definitely want to do like some good shit tonight too that I have like polished.
And I'm glad you clarified that it's not an open mic because sometimes you'll be doing a show, like putting on a show, or you'll be on a show, and someone will be like, "This is a great mic, dude." And you're like, "It's not a mic. It's
Yeah.
it's a show. This is a booked show. Give me
Yeah.
respect."
I'd like to I need to rehearse my stuff. I've been out of shape for a while too, so I need to do my old jokes just to get them re-memorized too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
You know what I'm hoping that's going to happen with this show is that James, do we get like I'm not complaining, but here's what I'm saying. Last host, was it Derek, right? Derek, was it Derek?
I don't
Not
know.
Derek
I never really met
McFarland.
the guy.
But I fucking forgot my good friend Derek's last name. He gave us a drink and stuff. Do we get a drink?
I don't have a deal like that
I'm
in
just
place.
kidding. Well, no. I'm just trying to get some entertaining shit on my
If you
podcast.
stick around long enough, I'll give you a cut of whatever I make for sure.
I specifically came for the free drink.
James, I didn't get your top 5 favorite movies yet. Really quickly, let's get your top 5 favorite movies.
Oh my god.
Get in front.
Wow.
Because I've already gotten
Under
Jeremy's
pressure.
before.
In no specific order, it's got to be Dave Chappelle, Mitch Hedberg.
Oh no, movies.
Movies.
Yeah, top 5 favorite
You're
movies.
switching it up on
What
me.
did I say?
You
What did I
said
s-
comedians.
Oh really? It's all good. It's loud. It's loud.
I'm a little stoned. It's not.
Don't
helpful.
worry about it.
These top 5 movies.
Yeah.
Obviously, gonna tell you I'm a stoner. It's like Half Baked.
Oh yes.
Dude, Where's My Car?
Oh my God, so good.
Pineapple Express.
Yes.
Fight Club's really fucking good.
Yeah. Dude,
And,
you would understand this reference from Pineapple Express. People usually don't catch this in that movie. I think it could also be a deleted scene. But there's a part where he's talking to his girlfriend and he's arguing with her. And he's like, "You're going to leave me. You're going to go to college and you're going to start listening to Godspeed You Black Emperor." And you
Yeah.
see that? That is like I was like, oh my, when I saw that, I was like,
what
what?
a reference in a movie.
Yeah.
You know?
I was like, holy shit, that's good. But yeah, you was there one more or something or?
There was one more,
Yeah.
but I think I'll just leave everyone hanging on that one.
Oh no,
Yeah,
no.
It's okay. Here you go, Jeremy.
Oh shit, that was loud. I'm being loud
Good.
over. I guess I can be loud, right? Because it's loud.
Hey, are we getting started late? When we
Starting a little
Okay.
We're gonna do a mic check here in a minute.
Do you know the lineup yet?
Yeah, I got the lineup. I'm gonna have you go up.
We're very
This
professional.
is really good content. I don't like saying content. People say content these days.
Fifth,
Like I like
son.
saying art.
After Lynette, okay?
Tight. I got like a whole hour to get stoned first.
Yeah, I like my vape. I just went over to the basement side to get some footage, which was really good footage, by the way, because Ring Finger No Pinky was playing over there.
Okay. I was wondering who is playing tonight.
Yeah, and well, there's a lot of bands. It's a free show over there. All the shows there.
Oh, it's a free show.
Yeah, all the shows happening at the Nile this weekend are all free.
That's sick. I went to a
And-
huge metal show there 2 months ago, maybe.
Was it for Skin Ticket and also Tsunami? 'Cause that
Nah, I
was
don't
huge.
even remember.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not as into death metal and shit as I used to be, but some of my best friends still are. So they're like, "You want to go to the show?" I'm like, "Yeah, let's fucking go."
Yeah.
I mean, to me, every like metal show is the same metal show. It's like, I don't need to know the band. I don't even need to know the fucking
foot
music.
on the monitor.
Yeah. I'm gonna drink some beers. I'm gonna smoke some weed. I'm gonna enjoy the crowd and the fucking mosh pit and
Yeah.
watch the band.
Oh, yeah. Jeremy knows what's up about old nostalgic stuff, and we talked about that on my podcast.
Yeah, man.
What's your new favorite thing to dive into nostalgically?
Nostalgia wise, I mean, I love 90s stuff. I mean, I'm a 90s kid, so like lately I've been following a lot of like Instagram like accounts that post 90s shit.
Yeah.
And that's like my favorite. And then I really got into fuck yeah. Woo! I really got into looking for vintage 90s shirts.
Yeah.
So I just got a cat dog shirt.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, yeah. I just bought a Rocco's Modern Life shirt.
There you go. I found one of those.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to buy like Nickelodeon's 90s t-shirts lately,
Yeah.
which has been fun.
What I want to find is I want to find like a Bug Juice one. Is there a Bug Juice? Probably. Bug Juice is-
Beetlejuice?
Bug Juice. Remember the camp? It was like about campers or something like that.
No.
It was like when I was young. I watched. I don't watch it now, but it was like kids at camp and stuff. They would go to camp. It's called Bug Juice,
Oh man.
and they would dive into their like relationship status and stuff. Like kids that are like fucking like
Really?
12 or 13 and like, but yeah, they would like get into drama and be like, "I heard you were kissing Tommy. What the fuck?" You know, like or not. They
Really?
wouldn't cuss, but because it was on the Disney Channel.
When
And
I
the-
think of like old camping
was
shows,
Disney, though, not
I think of
Nickelodeon.
like Are You Afraid of the Dark?
yeah,
Remember that?
yeah,
The
of course.
campfire, starting with the ghost stories. That was my shit.
Legends of the
dude.
Hidden Temple was one of my favorites.
yeah.
Pete and Pete, Adventures of Pete and Pete.
Yeah, Pete and Pete.
Really good theme song by Oh No, I'm Really High. And my friends are going to hate me for not remembering it too because they love that fucking band. What's the band
Dude,
that
I was like
sings
a
the theme song?
hardcore Double Dare kid.
Yeah.
Double
Double Dare
Dare.
is so fun. Oh my
what
god.
would you do? Those
What-
old
what-
game
what-
shows.
What would you do?
Yeah,
Or how did-
dude.
what would you do? I don't know
Yeah,
I don't know
dude.
how it went. And then the pies, right? The pies in the face. Was it Mark Wiener who
Yeah,
hosted?
Mark
talked about it on my
Summers.
podcast.
Mark Summers?
Well, there was also Mark Wiener. Remember, we talked about it on my
really?
podcast.
Mark
There was
Wiener?
a host that called his name Mark Wiener, and we showed
I remember. And then there was that hot, like, Olympian, like, swimmer lady
it. Yeah.
was, like, the other host of that
Oh
show.
yeah. That was
Suzanne Summers.
was
I think that was
the Olympic-
Suzanne Summers.
yeah.
I think was her name.
Something Summers. Yeah. Lori Beth Dimberg.
Yes.
From all that.
From all that.
Keenan and Kel. I was watching Keenan and Kel the other day. It was so fucking good.
I was a big all that guy for sure.
Ah, here it goes. I fucking love that.
Fucking
But yeah.
the all that character that I always remember is Kenan Thompson's Big Pants. What was it? It was like that Big Pants kid or like whatever. Do you remember that?
I don't
Where
know.
he just had like endless amounts of stuff inside of his pants. It was the dumbest fucking skit. But he just like pull out like canoes and like all sort like the weirdest stuff out of his pants. And that was the whole skit on all that.
Sick. Hey, well, so no. I know it is sick.
Sick. On
I'm
that
in my
note-
head so much because I'm trying to think about trying to get like Chris or Glendon over here or
I
Kate
know.
or. But this is Jeremy Norman Cox. Jeremy Cox. Don't say the middle name. Because Catch him out on my episode. I forgot what number it was, but we did an episode in front of Circle K, the famous Circle K that they filmed Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Yeah. And
that one was a good one. So check it out. I want to thank Jeremy for popping in here. Let me try to get hey, Glendon. Oh. Yo, Glendon.
You're going to have to harass him.
Oh. All right, Kate, here. Let's get Kate over here. So we got thank you, Jeremy. I appreciate that. All right. We got another guest popping in right now, a good friend of mine. Kate, I kind of feel like she's my sister in comedy because me and her, she's already acting like my sister.
Oh, my God. I have been sibling zoned by Dustin Hadlock, of all people. Hello.
What's up? How's it going, Kate? We're
Good.
here.
I just fought traffic.
Oh.
I forgot that in Mesa there's this thing called Second Fridays.
Yeah.
Where it's like it's downtown Mesa's answer to First Fridays.
Yeah. It's almost they're like
I was about to get a coffee because I feel like I can't talk when you were like, "No, little sister, come here. Come here, little sister."
Well, I don't know. I just feel like like when me and Kate hang out at Mike's and stuff, you know, she can hang out with the guys and she could bust balls just like the guys can. And
They're very lonely.
Yes.
It's the only ball
All of our
busting they
balls.
get.
Yeah, are alone. But Kate, you're on the show tonight that James has here
Well,
at the.
I just got on like a
You
tight
did-
5.
Oh,
so.
you just like a guest spot?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's
I don't
awesome.
mind it.
Yeah, you used to do the show here that Derek used to host, right? What was Derek's last name? I
No,
forgot.
April Walterscheid from years
Okay.
ago had a show. It was right there. There wasn't a stage. There was just more like an area.
Yeah.
There was no stage at the time. It was 2018. It was a specialty show. It was about unicorns.
Oh,
and
yeah,
one
I
time
remember that.
brought a unicorn stuffed animal and then talked about God.
Was it like a storytelling show?
No, it was a stand-up show.
Oh, okay.
Just happened to be about unicorns. It was
Yeah.
one of my favorite memories.
Yeah.
It was when I was younger.
Yeah.
I was less like your little sister. I'm never letting it go.
Every time she sees me now, she's going, "Hey, bro. Hey, big bro."
Hey, you should have cleaned your room and not left it to me. How dare you?
Socking me in the arm. Oh.
I'm grounded because of you.
So Kate, this is the first time I've had you on my podcast. I was planning
Oh, shit, this is a podcast.
Oh,
Hello.
yeah.
Hello, listeners.
Yes, my podcast.
Pay me.
Sometimes people always just immediately call this an interview show. They never ever. Hey, how's your interview show doing? I'm like, it's a podcast. It's called the Podcast of Dustiny. But
Well,
it is.
I mean, podcasts do have interviews.
You're right. It's an interview style podcast, so they can kind of like say that. That's the type of show I do, right? Right now, I'm looking at this cup, and I just wanted to say shouts out to the Nile coffee shop cups because these are fucking fantastic, right? It looks like a painting that my mom would have in her house, and I love it. Now Kate roasts me.
I'm still looking at the painting.
But Kate, here, I want to ask you some questions that I typically ask my comedians on my podcast because this is the first time having you on here. Good question. What is the craziest thing that you've ever seen happen at a comedy show? It could be I'm sure that there's something crazy you've seen. Like I'm talking like, you know, it could be anything from somebody dying, somebody falling, somebody a fire. A dying
not
was a
exactly
crazy
a
thing to
comedy
say
show,
for-
more like an open mic, but I have seen two people break out into a random fight.
Yes. Okay. Can you
A
tell us a
random
little
verbal fight of, you want a piece of me, that kind of fight.
Yeah. Where was that at? What place was that
That
at?
was at the Wayward.
Oh, okay. Oh, that happened not too long ago, didn't I? Heard about
Yes.
that.
Yeah, it happened.
What happened?
I don't really
Like-
know what caused the fight, but I do remember that Ramon Gama did
Yeah.
a bit
Yeah.
about manifesting hate fighting between Mexicans and other races. And then
Yeah.
it was two Mexican guys sometime later that were like brawling with each other and trying to antagonize each other. And they could have gotten physical had Alex, the bartender, not intervened. But
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I bet that Alex intervened because I was talking to him last night, and he was just like, "Dude, I can't. If anybody ever touches me, I'm an instant scrapper." He's just like an instant.
So that night, I go up later because this happens before my set, and I said like, "Oh, give it up for all the comedians who watch," but then you thought, "Nah, I'm gonna start a fight in here."
That's probably the second, or maybe I don't know if that's
I called it half Fight Club. So
Well, there was also another crazy thing that I think that you saw happen there too at the fire. Remember, there was a fire there. Remember
there
that?
was a fire.
Not-
That was months ago. I took pictures. I was there when the fire was happening. I did
Yeah.
not see the fire start.
No one gave a shit about the mic when that was happening. Everybody was outside immediately, just taking videos of the fire,
Taking videos, taking pictures.
not stopping it, just letting
I
the
had a new
firefighters.
iPhone at the time, and I was just like, I'm going to use the camera. This is what the phone was made for,
I totally
to
feel you
make
on
the
that.
fire all pretty.
That's totally me. If I got a new iPhone, yeah, it's a cinematic view. But let's get your top 5 favorite movies, because that's something I ask people on my podcast as well.
Oh,
And
shit. Top 5?
before I get you again, like on here, like whether it's live or whatever, top 5 favorite movies. It's a typical thing I would do on my podcast. Or
Can I even
it's a typical
think
thing
of
to do
5
on any
movies?
podcast.
Okay, let's see. Number 5,
Yeah.
Lady Bird by
Okay.
Greta Gerwig.
Very, very good. Greta Gerwig is making
2002 and
the
2003.
new Barbie movie.
Yeah, she is making the new Barbie movie
Yes.
where they're gonna beach each other off.
Yes. Is that a quote that you see in the trailer or something?
Oh no, it was in the it's in the trailer. It was a joke.
Oh, it's like a little
No,
line.
have you seen the tagline? If she's everything, he's just Ken.
Oh, okay. I probably have when it probably says that in the trailer, right, or something like that. The trailer's amazing.
If you promote this and it's just a still of us, it's gonna be she's everything, he's just Ken. that's what it's gonna be. So yeah,
Yes.
but yeah, Lady Bird,
Very good.
got Greta Gerwig on the map. Everyone heard of Saoirse Ronan.
Yeah.
What else can you say about it? High school in the 2000s.
Yeah. Yes, that's true.
But most importantly, it was a movie
And
about
growing up
a
religious.
dysfunctional relationship between mother and daughter and coming to terms with it. So,
Kind of has a what's it called? Little Miss Sunshine vibe. Would you say? No.
Little Miss.
In terms of the dysfunctional family, right?
Well,
But not.
yes and no.
Yeah.
I mean, the family in Little Miss Sunshine is a bit more dysfunctional. They yell
Yeah.
and they got one person that's just straight up quiet. So,
That's true. Which was Paul.
which is perfect because I was
Nina?
going to list that as number 4 of Little Miss
Paul Dana?
Sunshine. Holds up well. Little kid just wants to be a beauty pageant queen, and then hilarity ensues.
Yeah.
And some of that movie was filmed in Arizona, so
Yes.
I mean, you try to figure out which freeway
Yeah.
in Arizona, but
How many movies have we done? 1, 2,
I just talked about 2 movies.
2. Okay, you did Lady Bird and
And then Little Miss Sunshine.
Is that one of your picks?
I'm picking. I'm picking. I
Okay,
mean,
okay.
This is why we can't be siblings anymore. So number 3, let's go with Moonlight, because first off, we had the La La Land debacle
Yeah.
where that movie allegedly won Best Picture, but no, it was Moonlight that won Best Picture, and Moonlight at the time was that movie that I remember people being like, oh, it's so important, but very few people had actually seen it, and
Yeah.
I've seen it in a theater, and I was moved by it.
Yeah.
It's touching story. I haven't really seen the film since, but it did leave an impact on me in the back of my mind, like, oh.
Yeah.
So that's Moonlight. It's like I've listed 2 A24 films so far.
Yeah, A24 is crushing it right
A24.
now.
They are. Speaking of A24, we're going to go with the other Best Picture winner, the most recent one, Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah.
I have laughed and cried and then laughed
Yeah.
and then cried and then laughed and then cried. It was a cycle. It was
Yeah.
a very abusive cycle that movie put me through.
I haven't
It
seen
was
that
like,
yet. I gotta watch it. Yeah.
Why did you do this to me? Also about a mother and daughter relationship, just like Lady Bird. And
Yeah. Dysfunctional family stuff.
that's A24's thing.
Yeah, A24 is so good. So how many was
see.
that?
That was 4 movies I mentioned so far, and I'm trying to think of
One more.
A fifth one just to make it my number one. It's so hard. It's so hard. You know why it's so hard? I don't even think about like all the best movies. Like I can't even cheat it and be like Citizen Kane because I haven't finished Citizen Kane yet. My number one. I've seen some really bad movies.
Yeah,
but
let's get a good bad movie that you like. Your favorite good bad movie.
We'll go with The Room.
The Room. Okay,
The
so that's
Room.
a perfect good bad movie because it's
Because
that's
it's
the
funny.
whole thing about
Because
it.
it is funny.
It's
Tommy Wiseau trying to Jimmy Dean it. You're tearing me apart, Lisa.
One of-
and it's even more fun to watch
Yeah.
The Room in a public screening. Like,
It's rare that a movie will make me laugh out loud, and that one really made me
and then
laugh.
we're just like,
out
yeah,
loud.
die
Yeah.
at the end. Tommy
Such
Wiseau's character.
Silly stuff that makes you laugh so
Very.
much. I love silly shit. Like when you naturally funny stuff when you were a kid, like that isn't really supposed to be funny. It just happens, and you're like, oh my god, you can't. Your stomach hurts from laughing so much. Things like that. You pee your pants or whatever. Like,
Right.
I've done that. My friend, like I've had friends like when I was younger, like that have just made me pee my pants, like fucking from laughing so fucking much, and just probably from scaring me or something. I don't know. Make me.
Okay, I think I thought of a number one. I think
Yeah.
Monsters Inc.
Oh yes, Monsters Inc. is so fucking good. Classic.
One of my earlier theater experiences, Monsters Inc. I think I brought like too many stuffed animals just to sit through it because it's monsters and I got scared.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, James is getting this show started, so I wanted to thank Kate for stopping in. Kate Borrell, check her out on Instagram. Borrell Kate, Borrell.
KATE
Yes, on Instagram.
underscore at the end.
Yeah, underscore in between or after.
Huh?
In between or after the underscore. In between or after the two.
Oh, the underscore's at the end.
At the end.
It-
And check her out. We'll be right back. All right, we're back here at the Nile Coffee Shop. I'm here with my good friend Glendon McGee. What's up, Glendon?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Hey, what's up? This is your first time on my podcast, I think, right?
Yeah, it's my first time.
I'm excited. I got to have you on, man.
Yeah.
Let's
I
get
don't
hotter on the
really-
mic because of the sound. I'm sorry. I have to be the guy that has to tell people to get hotter on the mic.
okay.
But yeah,
Well,
what were you about to say? Sorry.
Well,
Before I rudely interrupted
I don't
you.
really do too many podcasts, but I'm glad that I got to do this one.
Yeah.
Even though it's like a concert going on next door.
Yeah. It was hard. It's a struggle here, but everybody was still receptive to what we were doing. They were all responding and
Yeah.
like, all of that. It's fun. You murdered up there. You crushed it.
Yeah, I mean, I got lucky because for some reason there was no music.
Yeah.
'Cause Everybody else had to deal with like music
Yeah.
and loud noises, and they were quiet for me, so I was able to actually do my set. So
Yeah.
that's just how it works sometimes.
Glendon is a stand-up comedian, obviously. We were just talking about him doing stand-up, but he's a stand-up comedian who's been doing it for a long time around town, and he's been winning, like, you've won, like, competitions and things like that here
Yeah,
and
I've
there.
been in competitions.
Sorry, I got it. Just because of the loud sound, I have to have you.
I've done like competitions. I've done like every major club here. It's it's fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
I haven't won anything, but I've had a lot of fun. So
Yeah, so one thing I ask all the comedians on my podcast is, what is the craziest thing that you've ever seen happen at a comedy show? And really think about it.
Is,
Like, I'm talking
I
about
don't
like a
even
fire,
really,
a fight.
I don't really
a
have to
fucking-
think about it. This happened.
Okay.
This happened in Tucson. I think it was my first year in comedy.
Yeah.
There was a show at this bar called Mr. Heads.
Okay.
And it was a Wednesday night open mic. It went on from like 10 p.m. to like 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
And what happened was there was this comic on stage, and he was doing his set, and there was like this crazy meth head outside the gate.
Yeah.
And he's making noises, being belligerent, and the comic started roasting him.
Yeah.
So the tweaker, he gets mad, he climbs up on the gate, and the gate has like pointed spikes at the top.
Yeah.
So he's all on the gate yelling at the comic, and the comic is roasting him really good, and the security guard comes out and decides to do his job.
Yeah.
And he grabs the fucking tweaker and he tries to pull him off the gate.
Yeah.
And the tweaker ends up getting impaled through the arm on the gate.
While like the audience is seeing this happen.
Yeah, and
through like a window or something.
No,
or
he was outside of the gate. It was an outside
venue.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
and
my.
he was outside the gate, climbed on the gate, and he's just yelling, and then the security guard pulling him down, pulls his forearm
Yeah.
down, and the shit goes right through his arm, and he passes out.
Yeah.
And the funny part about it is the comic that was on stage was a registered nurse. So he stopped his set to go save the dude.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
So that was the most craziest thing that ever happened to me.
That absolutely isn't a very
Yeah.
intense thing. Yeah,
And-
like a guy like during a comedy show, he's like on the fence and like trying to get away and stuff like that. And I'm sure people are laughing for two different reasons
Yeah.
because there's comedy going on, and all of a
Yeah.
sudden there's like this.
Well, what it is, he was just like,
Sounds like a terrible situation.
it was
though, right? Yeah.
he was heckling,
Yeah. So.
and the security guard pulled him the wrong way.
Oh God.
And it just went through his arm, and he just fell out from shock and was on the gate, literally
Yeah.
hanging. And then they took him down, and there was like a chunk of arm meat
Yeah.
on the fence. So it was a bloody
Fuck.
situation.
Yeah, I mean, geez.
And I had to
I'm laughing
follow
because
it.
it's just so intense with a lighthearted comedy show or whatever, and then all of a sudden just
Yeah.
blood and gore.
I had to follow it though. It was
Yeah.
awesome, but it gave me a good start because I could talk about the dude. So
Yeah. Hey, well, yeah. Hey, James,
James.
get it for James, the host. He's got to get out of here.
Yeah.
But and I think you got to get out of here too.
Yeah.
I know that you told me you could only do a little bit, but
Yeah.
Glendon, check out Glendon. What's your Instagram?
my Instagram GM3 comedy.
Yeah, and go follow him around town. He's hilarious stand-up comedian. And thank you, Glendon.
Thank
you,
you.
James. Thank you, the Nile Coffee Shop, and everybody who came out to see us. Have a good night.
So yeah.
I'm having dog days. Can't clear my mind, I've got a fog brain. You're driving me insane. I'm alone